Now, Candi Shell is a singing comedy queen originally from Dallas, Texas, and started her drag career as the frontwoman for the girl group She Dick, which she brought to New York City. Candi has opened for Joan Rivers and even appeared as herself on an episode of Ugly Betty. Now, we've got a lot to talk about, but here's a clip of some of her work.
Guys who want a man to squeeze. B's somebody who likes everybody. T is when you know that this is not the gender that you came here for. And queer, it's kind of like a blanket term for all of us who defy the norm. LGBTQ, no matter who you are or who you do, love was made for all us too. You know that there was a time when I was totally blind to all the things I never knew I could do out in the world. Then I discovered my power. Something clicked and I lit up inside. Now I got all of these powers. Discovered my power, and I can't keep it inside. Candy power.
Candi, come on in.
Hi.
Hey, Candi, oh my God. I was dancing here in my studio.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was dancing over here too.
Oh, great. So, Candi, you're calling us from Hawaii?
Honolulu, Hawaii.
Oh my gosh, what time is it there?
It is 3:30.
Oh, you're just waking up.
Exactly.
Well, you look great, girl.
Well, thank you so much. I'm very refreshed.
So you started out in Dallas, Texas. Were you a drag performer in Dallas, Texas?
I was a drag performer in Dallas. The bug bit me at the University of North Texas in Denton, Texas, which is like a half hour away. And I did this drag contest. And me and my roommate, who was a cisgendered female and is to this day a cisgendered female, she and I did this act together, Portia and Jolene, and we won the competition. And then from there, well, I dropped acid at the Halloween parade in Dallas, and I did drag, and that was the beginning of She Dick, female private detectives.
Explain more about, so what was She Dick? Tell us more about She Dick.
Well, that was me and my friends. It was kind of a rotating cast because originally it was Annie Rex and Gloria Hole and and Persia Ali, but then we took and Teresa Nasty, who is also a cisgendered female to this day, and she hasn't changed it yet, but you know. You never know. And so then we went to New York, and then it was me, Teresa Nasty, and Carrie Cash. And it became more kind of like it became less grungy and more kind of girl groupy.
Okay, now how did you decide to go from Dallas to New York? What was that prompt, or what gave you the opportunity?
Well, you know, honestly, I came through a pretty big breakup. I got dumped. well, I got told that they wanted to have sex with other people, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go. And so then right after that, I had this trip planned to New York with my friend Teresa Nasty. And by the end of the first day there, I was like, I cannot believe that I waited this long to be in New York. Let's move here. So
How old were you?
30 years old. So you do the
That
math.
was last year.
Exactly. Yes. So then we made plans and we took She-Dick to the big city. And Joan Rivers caught a video of mine that I did it's a parody of the Little Mermaid, Part of Your World, but it's Under the Knife. It's all about plastic surgery. And she loved that. And we got to open for her show at the Gramercy Theater. It was amazing.
How was that working with Joan Rivers?
She was so pleasant in person, and like just being that close to her face, I was just like, wow, how do they do it? There's not a single line. It's just, wow.
But it was tight.
Honey, it was tight.
That was tight. How long did you open for her?
I'm sorry, what?
How long did you open for her?
Oh, it was just for that performance. It was just like a one-time gig. It was actually a Pride show that she did at the Gramercy Theater, and she did her stand-up, and we did songs like, they were original songs too. She-Dick was, all original music. I do a lot of parodies now, and so, but some original music, and we did Judge Not Lest Ye Be Judged. And I did my plastic surgery number, of course.
Where are you performing now?
Well, I have a regular show here at this historic location, Hula's Bar and Lay Stand. If you've ever been to Honolulu, you've probably been to Hula's. And it's up on the second floor of this hotel with this beautiful lanai. And I do Mimosas and Marys, which is a daytime drag show. And I spotlight talent here around the island. I also do a bingo at Hard Rock Cafe. And then it's anybody's guess where I might be, because I am moving and shaking.
Now, here in the mainland of the United States, we've had some very interesting things happening towards the gay, drag, trans community, whether it be attacks either physically, verbal, or politically. Have you encountered any of that in Hawaii?
Fortunately, no. Hawaii is a blue state, and we do have some cuckoos here, but they are in the minority, and I feel like not just with the political just craziness that has taken the country over, but I feel like the spirit of aloha in Hawaii also works to kind of counteract that and be like, you know what? These are fellow humans. I'm not going to treat my fellow humans like that.
Can you send that over here?
I'm trying. I'm sending it right now.
Oh my goodness. That is so nice. Well, you're very fortunate. You're very fortunate that
I know I am. I know I am. And I am just, the whole thing is just so darn shitty. I mean, it just is. And it's just a distraction. It's just a tactic. They don't believe what they're saying. And it's affecting a lot of people's livelihoods and personal safety. Personal safety.
We've interviewed many drag queens where Proud Boys have showed up at their performances and stood in the parking lot with guns. I'm so fortunate to live here in Burlington, Vermont, where that wouldn't be tolerated. That wouldn't happen. Knock on wood. But it's happening, and you're very fortunate. Now, how long have you been in Hawaii?
I have been here for 7 years.
What took you to Hawaii? What, you were in New York? Why did you go to Hawaii?
Right, exactly. Why? That is the big question. Well, if you must know, Amber, here you're going to get the tea. I feel like I'm Prince Harry getting interviewed by Oprah. Okay, this I actually had a huge health scare, and I had to have part of my skull removed. And replaced with titanium mesh. And that's how I got my psychic powers, actually. And
And your breasts?
yeah, these grew like 3 sizes the first night. So, but I, but I did have that happen, and my my now husband like really took care of me through that. But all of my gigs, all of my jobs in New York, all went away because I had to recover. And he, my husband Joseph, got this opportunity to come to Hawaii. It was on neither of our radars. He was a teacher at the time, and they flew him out to do a demo, and I guess he passed the test, and he was like, I think we're moving to Hawaii. So we got married and we moved to Hawaii.
How exciting. Now, do you plan on staying there for a while?
Well, I mean, we've been here for a while, but yes, it's like, it going from New York City to Honolulu, Hawaii. I mean, usually that's like a vacation thing, but like when your whole livelihood is this, it was a culture shock for me. And I think something that I resisted, but that has just continued to embrace me and show me so much grace and so much magic that, I don't know, I guess I'm stuck here.
So what do you hope to do? What's next on the Candi Shell adventure?
Well, there's so much on the horizon right now. Let me tell you, I'm making videos all the time. Yeah. I've got a new video that is in production when they're editing it. That is with that's with my drag daughter Tara Way, and another video that's about Great British Bake Show. I'm just doing a bunch of different projects. Like I always have different place spinning. Plus, I also have a podcast called Leslie and the Drag Queen that I do with my good friend Leslie Garr. And yeah, I guess that's what's happening.
Well, that's great, Candi. You're looking great. You're the first person from Hawaii who I've talked to.
I know, and it's a white lady. It's such a gip.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.